Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Snezhnaya. This is Genshin Impact, and I'm so excited. I'm starting here on the menu because I'm sure they'll have like kind of an introductory thing where Paimon says something or something like that. I kind of want to get the full experience. I have not seen anything. I haven't seen a trailer, a character. I have not even seen the splash screen. I'm avoiding the splash screen at the start of everything because at the start of everything, you have like on Xbox or PlayStation, they usually show up like a picture of like the world or the new world. I've been looking away as I pressed into the game. I've been doing everything to avoid everything, guys. I am so coming into this so fresh. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god, man. The excitement I feel through this. Even the loading screen is building my hype. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, no Paimon talk, but I'm guessing we're starting off in Nasha Town as well. Oh my god, we're starting off in Nasha Town. Okay, I think I'll use this team today as well, the team we have on us. I wasn't really thinking about the team I was going to be using today, but I'll definitely use this team. You might notice as well, I've switched over to Xbox. Not because like I'm like there's any console allegiance. I'm just saying this I think we already talked about this a little bit, but it's just that for storage, right? I have a Series X, so I thought like might as well put the Xbox in this, and it runs at the same frame rate resolution. It's the same game. Yeah, so it just makes sense for storage. So if you see the weird, it's weird having the Xbox button still. It's weird, but it's fine.
The day's finally come. Her
Oh my god!
Snezhnaya. What is she planning? And why does she need the nosies? Soon, we'll have our answers.
Honestly, I think this is, my heart just nearly stopped. That's like one of the best opening lines of a new quest ever. Just to be like, yeah, we're meeting the Staritsa. You know the story about the gnosis that's been happening, not know the full story. It's like, this is all to get answers, and it's been built up to this point.
Guess this will be the end of your journey that your sister mentioned.
Oh my god, stop!
What is she expecting you to find there?
Stop! No one, I can't.
Snezhnaya still feels like a long way away. Hopefully, there'll be plenty of time to relax, eat some good food, and have fun before we arrive.
So we're probably gonna have the goodbye here to like some characters as well.
But whenever Paimon gets thinking about how our destination is right around the corner, all these questions come flooding into Paimon's head. It makes her so nervous.
It's sure been a long time coming. I'm a little nervous too. It has been a long time coming as well. By the way, the colors do look different for me on Xbox, but that's because my settings are probably different. If you guys are like, oh, maybe turn down this setting, that would be helpful, by the way, because like, I don't know what is always like, the right, like it looks nice to me, and that's enough for me, right? It looks good for me, but if it's one of those things where like maybe like the color is off for you guys, please let me know, because right now I'm just like, it looks really pretty, right? But just let me know, right? Definitely let me know. Yeah, I'm so excited, guys.
Anyway, enough about all that. We can't start the final leg of our journey with that kind of mindset. Just think, we've fought dragons and sea monsters,
Yeah.
defeated creations of the gods,
Yes.
faced prophecies of
Yes.
doom and the threat of the abyss.
Oh my god.
We've even been to the moon.
I'm gonna die.
With all that experience under our belts, how can we be any more prepared?
Thanks for the pep talk. Honestly, like, it is a very lovely pep talk. It's a very lovely pep talk, because this is going to get serious, of course, again. It's already been serious, but as Paimon says, we've been through so much, right? We've been through so much.
Sure thing. Now, stick close to Paimon, the best guide you could ever
Hell
ask
yes.
for, and let's charge straight for the finish line.
Oh
Oh!
my god.
What about me?
Oh my god,
Do I get a
Calavita.
call out?
Wait, why are they doing question marks?
Whoa! Columbina? Huh, you kind of snuck up on us there.
How did you know I was here?
Don't look at Paimon. Paimon didn't sell you out this
I mean, it's
time.
good that she's here. It's really nice she's here. Lunatar. I guess they did a question mark because like the voice was probably maybe heard before, right before she dropped down.
Oh, so it was you. All right, guess there's no hiding it now.
Lunatar exposing. I'd love to see Columbina before we leave.
All your friends have gathered at the flagship to see you off.
Heavenly. Thank you.
I invited Sandrone too, but she said she had to go back to Snezhnaya.
Oh, I'm sure we'll see her.
She must be busy.
I'm sure we'll see her. Guys, the hype is crazy. It's so crazy.
She had some nasty things to say about you before leaving. Would you like to hear them?
Honestly, that's very comforting. From Snezhnaya, that's comforting.
She hasn't changed a bit. Alright, let's hear it.
If they're heading to Snezhnaya, I'll bet it's to cause trouble for Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
Possibly.
Attending a farewell party for people like that would not be a good look for me right now.
Interesting. We're getting like politics, like and kind of like maybe like interfatui politics already, where it's like it makes sense. Snezhnaya kind of being like, if they do end up causing problems to Tsaritsa, then I want to kind of be like a little bit separated from it. I love that they acknowledge this stuff, right?
Also, please tell them not to count on getting help from a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya.
Oh, we talked about this in the previous video. Like, are the Fatui Harbingers gonna be our friends? Are they gonna help us and be on our side? I still think that, like, you know, if we bump into like a Fatui Harbinger, we might get some help. But like, it seems that like, you know, the way they're trying to frame this is like, you know, when you're in Snezhnaya, like it's Snezhnaya business, and they're gonna be dealing with Fatui Snezhnaya business. You know, it's not gonna be just them like helping us out like they always have, I guess. And again, the Chronicle's back, by the way. The Chronicle is back. Incredible. This is such a great thing for Genshin. Such a good idea. There's character stuff here. Oh, I shouldn't look at this. Wait, I shouldn't look at this yet. I shouldn't look at this yet. Well, maybe it's probably old characters as well. But yeah, I put my hand up pretty quick. I was like, maybe I shouldn't look at this yet. But we'll see. No, because they add stuff to it. Yeah, the characters we haven't met yet wouldn't be in it. Yeah, 100%.
Our time working together was not terrible, precisely. But we're on different sides.
Oh, man.
So when you get there, don't do anything to make life difficult for both of us.
I mean, we'll only make life as difficult as life is difficult, if that makes sense. We make life difficult for others when there's a problem that needs to be solved. And then if it just so happens that you're in the crosshairs of what we're trying to solve, then maybe the thing that you were doing that we're stopping shouldn't have been happening in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that definitely sounds on brand for her. The attitude, the reasoning. Alright. We'll do our best to keep our distance.
Yeah, I love the kind of interfatui politics stuff. It's really cool.
No, you've misunderstood. I think she means that she'd like you to go see her.
That's I'm dying. This is like weirdly Snezhnaya. like it's so funny how like when they said this, I wasn't like so shocked. It was more just like, that's okay.
As long as you don't make things difficult for both of you.
Right.
You'll be fine.
I love that Columbine is able to read between the lines, but for me, I was just like, man, like she wants to keep a distance from us, but it's like, we should have known that that's Snezhnaya. Snezhnaya as a character is like very much like, you know, like get away from me, but like while pulling you closer for a hug, you know?
Huh. You really have to read between the lines with Snezhnaya.
Yes.
Go on. Get to the flagship. Everyone should be there by now. I told Lama that you once treated me to a truly unforgettable meal.
Oh man, it's always such a weird feeling leaving another region, isn't it?
Today, I want to return the favor. It's my gift to you.
And it's thank you so much, Colm. That's amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
It's definitely nice to be treated, but hopefully by this point, you know that you don't owe us any favors.
Yes, friends don't have to keep score.
The moon of Nodcry will always give you a warm welcome.
Time flies out when you're having fun enjoying listening to friends. Wait, we're not gonna get to see it? After leaving me filled with laughter and warmth, it's time to start the... We didn't get to see it. Huh? We just got warped here? Whoa.
Pure white as far as the eye can see. It's so pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Come on, keep up.
And you know what's so gorgeous about this as well? Like it's stunning, right? There is like the overcast sky. There is the beautiful like blue like mountains, like cold blue mountains, but they're so pretty. It's almost like a winter wonderland, whereas like Dragonspine is like a dangerous snowy like kind of like almost like a wasteland sometimes. It's meant to look dangerous. This looks more like still very obviously you could be dangerous if you don't have like warm clothes on and the cold would be dangerous, but it's way more inviting in a pretty way, right? Oh my god, ever winter without mercy. No way. Oh, we are moving. We're about to start moving. Whoa, wait, as the music. Guys, the music.
What's wrong? Come on, let's go.
I think I have the brightness up too much. Maybe I'll turn it down in a second, but like, guys, the music is stunning. It's like a weird romantic type song. It almost feels like a waltz, almost feels like a dance. It feels like, I don't know what way to describe it. It feels like you would see it in like an old classic kind of like movie from like the 60s that would be on at like 2 a.m. that you're like, wow, this is like one of the greatest things I've ever seen. You know, like this music that happened there as well. Like it feels like a waltz. It feels like a dance. It feels very romantic in a way too. I'm going to turn the brightness like just a little bit because I think that you can see there is like a little bit of like a thing with the brightness here as well. I think it's in set now. So maybe we make it a little bit darker, possibly. I don't want to turn it down too much because I still want there to be like kind of a, because you see even like on the move there, it looks different. But maybe to you guys that's like how it looks normally, but like it just maybe looks different from my old settings as well. But like I still think it looks pretty even when we turn down the brightness as well. Maybe you guys are seeing it in a different way as well. Oh my god, man, I can't believe we're here. And again, with this stuff with like not being able to have the goodbye party, I think they probably just wanted to like get us going because a goodbye party in Nod Karai probably would be like a whole half an hour scene, which I wouldn't be opposed to, but I think they probably just wanted to be like, look, come on, it's time to go. But we got to say goodbye to Columbina. We got to say a goodbye to her at least, and that meant the world to me as well. Leaving a region is always very, very sad. Oh my god, and look at the little sky here now as well. This is gorgeous. It's so pretty. And again, I said there's cold blue, but it's inviting and like I want to explore every avenue of this. Whereas like Dragonspine, you want to explore it, but in like a very kind of like apprehensive way, right? Right now I'm like, let's go. Look at these guys.
They look similar to the ones in Nodcry. You know, just minus the effects of Kuvaki. That's a sure sign that we're officially in Snezhnaya now.
The music is quite sparkly. It's kind of very like gorgeous and pretty, right? There is almost like a magical...
There's gotta be a treasure chest around here somewhere. No adventure is complete without
Oh,
a
this
Jester
is lovely.
too.
This feels like the start of our journey with Paimon. Wait, did Paimon get... No, she got trapped under the snow. Oh, no. Are you okay?
Paimon got a mouthful of snow.
Oh, you cold?
It's so cold. Paimon's gonna snuggle
Oh,
up to
you can. Of course you can. Of course you can. Of course you can, Paimon. Oh, look at the love hearts as well. Follow Paimon. Cryo Sigil. Awesome. Again, the music feels like a waltz. It feels like it's like almost like a ballroom dance like theme in the background, right? There's a romantic nature to it. There's like a magical, sparkly quality to it as well. But there's like a really high emotion to like the string instruments. It's really, really pretty so far. Oh my god, this place is like again with the way that the light of the sky is shining and everything too. This is gonna be. That's a bear. That's a bear.
Those are bears, right?
That's a bear.
Aww.
Oh my god!
They are.
Bears!
Cute. Quick, take a picture before the moment passes.
Sure, but like, oh my
Right here.
god!
If we get any closer, we might scare them away.
We got bears! Do we take a picture over here, Paimon? I will. Oh my god, that's so cool. Did you guys know there was going to be bears? Wait, we should get a better framing for Paimon. That's a good framing. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. Did you guys know there were going to be bears?
Camera skills are these days. Whoa, wait a sec. Paimon sees something.
Yeah?
Come on, quick. It looks like a train carriage.
It is like a train carriage, yeah, but like a broken down one. This is really nostalgic having Paimon guide us through this world. It feels like the start of our journey. And I feel like if this is like, you know, technically like according to Lumine, like the end of the journey, right? The end, like where we're going to learn everything. This is definitely like a great way of starting it off by having, you know, that nostalgic feeling. Oh, the squirrels.
I've heard that Snezhnaya has loads of railways and trains.
Oh, yeah?
This must be one of them. But why is it abandoned?
So that's going to be one of the features of Snezhnaya, that there's going to be like trains and stuff like that as well, I guess. That's awesome. That's awesome. Again, I like little cultural differences.
Ooh, it's still so cold.
Still feeling chilly from getting buried. So, of course, like, yeah, like it'd be so cold.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Oh. Also, is it just Paimon or is the snow getting heavier?
It is getting heavier. You're very correct, Paimon. Oh no, this never happens. Not cry. If you're cold, come a little close. Yeah, 100%. Look, we can definitely like warm up.
Thanks for offering, but this isn't just the weather.
You feel something?
It's hard to describe, but Paimon feels so weird.
Like there's something else to this?
She's never felt like this before. Everything feels heavy. Getting kind of dizzy, too.
That's very weird, right? It's not just like, so there's something to this weather. It's not just like a natural weather. Should we turn back?
Oh, no need. Paimon's just feeling a little low on energy.
Are you sure?
It's nothing serious. Not worth ruining our travel
Paimon,
plans.
you
over.
are worth ruining any plans. I'm telling you this right now. You come first, okay? Tell me right away, okay? Tell me right away if something's up.
Sure thing. Snezhnaya?
She's so strong, and especially post like Vaughn conversations, like she definitely is like so strong, you know. And I feel like she's like, oh look, and we're just watching her like wander off a bit. Wait, what did we see? Walk to the Blizzard of Paimon. Again, this broken down train. I do love that we're gonna have like again different cultural stuff is what we love about these new regions, and the fact that there's trains here, there's already bears. It sets us apart so much as well. Like the cold but beautiful ice.
Seems like the snowstorm is getting worse by the minute. Paimon can barely fly.
The blizzard intense and moving is difficult. Something for Paimon? Is it weight for Paimon? Snowball flower. We can go slower for Paimon if needs be. Yeah, this is very heavy, but it's like pushing us back. But Paimon said this is like, it's not just the snow. There's something about this snow. There's something about this. It feels weird. It's making her feel dizzy. I wonder if there's like something magical to the snow as well. Was that a bridge? There's the light of a house over there.
Oh, look! There's a cabin.
Look at
over
that!
there. Phew. Let's get out of this storm.
Look at the giant stone, like I guess entranceway there in a way, but it looks like broken apart. But again, the warm cabin in the distance, a great look as well, a great visual having that light there. It looks so inviting. Oh man, we're pushing through this, aren't we? Wait, what? Wait, what just... Was that the wind? What just... Wait, what just happened? Did the wind knock us? It looked like something was aiming for us, though.
What is this place?
What about Paimon? Please...
Where's Paimon? I need to find her
I
fast.
hope and pray that Paimon didn't follow us and she went to the cabin to keep warm. I hope and pray. Oh my god, what... Like, do you guys agree, like, that looked like someone was aiming for us, right, as well? Look at this as well, man. Again, the color of the icy blue here, too. I thought it looked like someone was aiming at us.
Paimon!
That's not going to heat us up, apparently. Oh my god, this like icy cavern here. And we're like, look, we're almost like frozen over here. We're going to start taking some damage.
That's strange. Where could she be?
Did she get knocked down? But she can fly, so would she...
I guess I'll try further ahead. Hang in there, Paimon.
Oh, we're always... Of course you're always thinking about Paimon. That's our best friend. Wait, it was warm here? Oh, because the campfire, of course. Yeah, really good idea. Showing us that there's civilization here, but then also giving us a mechanic to warm ourselves up as well. Really, really good idea. Another train.
Is that a train carriage? Maybe I can get up from the inside.
But it shows that there was someone recent here too. Yeah, this visual is also do like this broken down train with the light in the backdrop. Such a pretty visual. You can just see the light shining down, but like it shows that like a train like clearly capsized here as well, right? The music too. There's a somber feelings music, right? There's like, again, as I said, it feels like there is like a big emotional weight to the music there, but it feels heavy, heavy string oriented. It feels kind of classical in a way. I said the other song felt like a waltz as well, so it does feel like there is kind of like that kind of nature to it. It's very like classical movie emotional to me. Oh, we're climbing on top of a train thing here as well. I hope Paimon's okay. I hope is that if she didn't get knocked down, I hope she went to the cabin. That's what I hope happened, because she doesn't need to be like down here where we are as well. Not saying she's not, no, like it's not about her being strong enough or not strong enough. It's the fact that like she was already feeling sick. Ah man, the visuals in this place. Look at the light.
It says here, Kresnik's torch.
Kresnik?
Civilian model. It's definitely getting a little warmer now it's turned
Kresnik.
on. I really hope Paimon's
See,
okay.
we had definitely heard of Kresnik before, the word Kresnik before, or it's either we heard the word of Kresnik before, or I'm thinking of Tales of Exilia and the Lads of Kresnik. Right? That could be as well. Wait, there's a light in here too? It seems like there should be a light down here. No? Maybe I just thought that maybe it's just the way that the thing is framed. Yeah, I'm probably thinking of the Lads of
Is
Kresnik.
this an answer from this world? What was that strange sound? I can't tell if...
You heard a strange sound?
Paimon? Paimon, is that
And
you?
of course he'd be so worried about Paimon right now. Of course he would be.
Incoming entity detected. Authorization granted. Initiating original.
Wait, what? That's a very casual robotic voice.
Hello, Descender.
What?
Who's reached the eve of tomorrow. Eye of Grey at your service.
Man, they know we're the center?
Time since last activation. Time measurement unavailable due to the influence of...
Give them the
Anyway, it must have been a very long time.
Even the UI is different from this world too. Look at this, like this kind of blue, like kind of I don't know what you call it, like wavy kind of like speech bubble is a really interesting choice. But they knew we were a Descender. For some reason they knew we were a Descender. What are you?
I am... I was born to fulfill a mission. To reach tomorrow.
To reach tomorrow.
To this end, I must... Strange. What was it? Wait, my body.
What do you mean your body? You don't have a...
Huh? Why is my body like
I was about
this?
to ask you, so you weren't born like this? So there's like a... They don't know that they're this floating thing?
Apologies. After a long period of inactivity, it appears that a lot of data has been lost.
So just to make sure we're like on the same wavelength here, like we have... I was born to fulfill a mission to reach tomorrow. To this end, I must, like, and to the idea is they want to reach tomorrow. They know we're a Descender. They don't, there's so much time has passed that they don't even recognize themselves anymore.
Anyway, I was created so that humanity could reach
What does that
tomorrow.
mean?
But I am unable to load further details at this moment.
Reach tomorrow to me sounds like the idea of like survival.
Nevertheless, serving humanity remains my primary objective. I have detected a drop in your surface body temperature. You cannot remain active in this state for much longer.
This is such an interesting encounter, man. This is such a strange encounter. I mean...
In accordance with my preset programming, upon reactivation, I must ask the one who awakened me the following question.
Sure.
Will you accept me, Transcender?
Transcender.
I will assist you, protect you, and fulfill my mission until we reach tomorrow.
No thanks, it's all a bit too strange for me. I would accept you? I mean, sure. Like to see if we get like, oh wait, what? Like we literally accepted him into ourselves or something? Oh my god, we have like a cool goggle.
You have made a very wise decision.
I mean, sure, we're out in the cold, we're lost, I'll accept it, you know, I'll accept it. I love the new speech bubble. It's so cool. It sets it apart almost instantly.
Now, I detected that you called out a name earlier. Presumably that of your missing companion?
Yep, Paimon.
The name was Paimon. After helping you get out of here, I will search for a match in the nearby area and pinpoint their location.
That's incredible. If you can actually do that, that's amazing. Again, this is also strange, but I feel like it's one of those things where, like, I kind of don't mind jumping in headfirst into this pool. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like we're reading this new... This is the first, like, voice you've heard besides Rowan and Snezhnaya. It's this, like, a new automated feature. They know we're a Descender. They're talking about, like, you know, the idea of bringing this thing they have to do to bring people tomorrow. Like, I'm so okay with just jumping headfirst into this strange thing. I really am. You can do that?
Merely the tip of the iceberg.
Oh my god, what else can you do? I have Grey.
Now that we have reached an accord, you will be my new user. May I ask your name?
Wonder.
Very well. I will remember this name until the mission is complete.
What is your mission exactly? The folding of the arms. The goggle is so interesting.
I need to recover my body, retrieve the power
Tomorrow,
to
it says
unlock
tomorrow again.
and help the suffering masses to reach the far shores where the empty ark floats.
An arc. So an arc implies that they need to get away to safety. That they need to like an arc. You know what I mean? Like if you're talking about an arc, it's a place. It's to bring people away from like disaster. That's the way I look at an arc. Like to bring people away from something that could destroy them en masse. It's a safety thing, right? So like, is something gonna happen like and to unlock tomorrow? Do people need to get onto this arc?
I can sense my power scattered across this ice-covered land. I even have a vague sense of where it might be found. But right now, that is not essential.
So there's power of his everywhere. Okay.
The key right now is you. You must survive and reunite with your companion.
Sure, that's fine. Man, I'm so interested in already we have like something so intriguing with this arc and the tomorrow part and like unlocking tomorrow and this is an incredible start. A very cinematic start. Oh, okay. Tap on the fab vision. Oh, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. To enter the build prime ice mode. What? When a preview blueprint overlaps existing prime ice or a prime ice construct, the affected item will be marked red. At this time, press build will remove the corresponding prime ice constructs and prime ice. Removing the prime ice refunds prime ice resource. While removing prime ice construct will only return the corresponding fabrication materials. What are we doing here? What is this? And not energy. Wait.
You may now execute the command Demolish. Use it to remove the prime ice blocking the path and obtain prime ice units.
New mechanic? No way, what?
Prime ice unit count has been
And we can build, yeah, they said we can build as well. Build? Where? Just randomly? No way. We can build ice too, so are we gonna be able to use this for like climbing and yes! Guys, oh my god. This is gonna be so interesting. We have a new build mechanic with ice, which again leaves us more options for traversal and stuff. This is so cool. Look at this, the detail of this. Whoever this is, they're gonna have a big part to play in this. Whatever the voice is, we have to unlock tomorrow. There's an arc. Wait, can we do this as well? Can we unlock this? We can. How to to open doors as well. Genius. Yep. I don't even. Honestly.
Now execute the command build. Use it to create a prime ice construct to prop up the door.
It's one of those things where like I'm not trying to be like I'm not going to destroy it because I don't need it. I'm saying that like it's already very intuitive and like it's already giving you like an idea of like what it is. It's like really mini Kresnik torch. Oh, small warmth. Okay. Okay, cool. Very cool. Like, it's already so intuitive that I know exactly what they're asking. You know what I mean? I know that shows a good, like, mechanic, and it's already like, oh, that sounds so fun. You know what I mean? It's like, there it is. Almost instantly, it's like, oh yeah, we get exactly what you could use this for. We understand exactly what you could do with this. And that's a good game mechanic in my view. Really, really cool stuff.
A reward on the road.
Take that as well. Get up here. Man, this is such a great start. It's such a cinematic start to Snezhnaya. So cinematic.
Scanning local environment. Exit has been sealed off with ice.
Can we not just deconstruct it? Can we maybe use pyro?
That would not be an efficient approach. One moment. Usable construct blueprint detected nearby.
Yeah?
You can use this to clear the solid ice ahead of you more quickly.
So this over here? Remove the prime ice. Wait. Is there like a like system on this? Like you can like it? Basic heats? No way, there's no, it's crafting. You can craft stuff, guys. A heat source controls our prime ice that generates an easy to use warming flame. When within range of a heat source, you will no longer need to draw energy from the Eye of Grey to keep warm. The flame can follow you around within a certain area. However, do note that once you stray far away from the pedestal, the flame will return automatically to its base. Oh my freaking god. It's a crafting mechanic. It is legitimately a crafting mechanic. And you can see the appearance as well. That is such a cool idea. This is such a cool idea.
Construct blueprint added to records.
Love it.
You may now execute the command, build heat source. Generate a temporary heat source to rapidly melt the solid ice.
I love this idea. Again, we talk about
keep this
setting things
close.
apart already. A building mechanic, crafting mechanic that's built into the world right away at the start of this. It's not some minigame on the side. It's something that is like you can use right now. So when we can build the heat source, we can do this, and then we can just go to the side. And like this? No way. We can melt the ice like this. So we need to melt the ice over here. And over here as well, I guess. Yeah. That's my. Okay, I thought we were melting over here because I was like, oh wait, we can just do it like this. Very cool. Yeah, because we have to bring the pedestal with us as well. So after we do this, we have to refund the pedestal, it seems, as well. This is so great. I talked about this, and I think a lot of people feel this way too. Having a way to set yourself apart completely from the other regions is a great idea. And the fact that we now already have like this crafting mechanic, we have new materials within that as well, and a new way to do all this stuff as well, is just a really great idea. Like already we have something that sets this world apart, not just in like visual, like with the cold blue ice and the bears that we saw as well, which is so sick as well. Also, just like legitimately in a game mechanic that is built within the world, and this new thing we got.
I recommend we proceed.
Like we have this new thing attached to us called the Gray. And now we can build stuff too. That gives us new ways to jump, new things to open, new ways to get through the heat. I still think they should add like Heelys to the game. That was my other thing as well. Do you guys agree? I was like, when someone asked me what do I think will be the new like mechanics in Snezhnaya, I genuinely said that they should add like Heelys. Like, you know, the shoe Heelys? That's okay. We can, do we need, I don't know if we need to refund it all the time, because it might be a thing where like it just like we'll get so much along the way that we don't actually need to do this, but still, very, very cool mechanic. Bam. Bam. Bam.
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt compelled to collect something there. I never do. Is that the cabin again?
Kresnik Crystal located. Please collect at your earliest convenience. The recent construct you built provides highly efficient heating by utilizing the unique properties of Kresnik Crystal.
Okay.
Unfortunately, prime ice constructs have a very short lifespan and cannot be stabilized during the development period. Hence, the authorization to use Kresnik Crystal was granted.
So, because they have a short lifespan, we have to use these as like a material to
That
extend
said,
them?
I have already forgotten what warmth feels like.
Maybe when you get your body back. So we're talking about like, it's not just like a different type of electronic bodies. Like they had like a human body maybe, if they were able to feel warmth at one point.
Yes. Perhaps then, we can warm ourselves by the fireside.
Sure, that'd be
together.
lovely. Again, such an intriguing new character. I have Gray.
But for now, all you need to remember is this. If you collect Kresnik Crystal, I can extract the energy within and use it to maintain
Awesome.
your body's surface
Thank you
temperature.
so much. This world is... When moving in a low temperature location, the Eye of Gray will expand energy to keep your body warm. So sick. When the Eye of Gray's energy is exhausted, your body temperature will drop rapidly depending on how cold the environment is, and you might even get hurt. Increasing the Eye of Gray's Kresnik energy to help withstand the cold, you can use the Kresnik's energy from the various sources, such as Kresnik torches, various kinds of Kresnik crystal ore. So,
Low power. Please use Kresnik Crystal to replenish energy reserves.
oh, did we just hit it? I guess so. So what I love about this is that they have introduced us to like a mechanic that will help us survive this world. But in doing that, it felt so natural because we stumbled upon it in a very almost movie-like way, right? And then they allowed it to give us some insight into maybe one of the most central themes, maybe of the story.
Physiological activity detected in the distance. It is highly likely to be your
She got to her cabin, thank God.
Paimon.
Thank God. So glad she got to the cabin.
Go now. Be reunited and sing together. May all the people be united as one. May all of life rejoice in unison.
Okay. May all life rejoice in unison. But yeah, like I said, like it's they did this in such a natural way. Tell us about the future story about like, you know, the Ark and getting people to tomorrow, introducing a new character while giving us a way to survive in this world.
Location. Scanning for signs of life. Life forms detected.
2? Does that mean someone else is there beside Paimon?
Affirmative. However, that is not the reason for my confusion. According to my database, this location is a train station, meaning the number of life forms is unusually
But the
low.
trains are all broken apart, so it maybe in your time when you were like, you know, active, it was a train station, but now it looks like if you look at the environment, there's train tracks broken everywhere, there's trains capsized. It makes sense that maybe that was just in the past.
Real-time environmental data suggests that the train station may no longer be in use. But whatever the situation, please exercise caution.
They've done such a good, I know it's such a sidetrack here as well, but like, isn't it so pretty how like they've made the so much blue on the screen because of the blue ice, right? I know there's like contrast with like brown colors and silver colors, but like having like kind of like the darker blues against like the blue cold in the background, it doesn't like get outmatched or look weird. It actually just feels like the color of Snezhnaya is very blue. You know, it's like the color theme is blue, which would make sense for ice, I guess, as well. Let's inside and take it over there. Oh my god, it's so cinematic, man. What a cinematic start to Snezhnaya. Hand on the door. Oh, Paimon!
Paimon!
Oh, and she's like under a little blanket. Is she okay? Poor little Paimon. Oh my god, did you see his eyebrows like furrow a little bit? Wait, what? His new character? New character? No. Wait. No freaking way. What? In what universe? What?
Who are you?
Oh, yes, the Traveler would have never seen like an image of this guy, right?
Don't worry. She's only
This is who we meet first? This is who we meet first? How about give me a second? Can I take a break? Like, oh my god.
You must be the Traveler. She called your name repeatedly while attempting to battle her way through the blizzard.
Oh my, he's so detailed. Look at him. Look at the detailed nose and the under the eyes. This is crazy. And the mask. Guys, I'm shaking.
Newcomers to Snezhnaya struggle to adapt to the sheer cold at the best of times. Lately, even the locals are suffering, with a powerful monster having summoned a bitter
So it's a monster
snowstorm.
that summoned this storm as well. Oh my god, he's literally right beside us. He's literally he's right beside. Oh my god. The Jester is right beside us.
You two must be very important to one another.
We are.
You should take more care not to get separated.
Sure. Like, Jesus Christ, what the hell?
Your eyes. Are you...
Oh, it's the first thing the Traveler noticed as well.
There are indeed some Conrians left in this world who survived the cataclysm. But I doubt that is news to you.
I mean this in a very, like, figurative way. His voice shakes the foundation of the ground. Like, and not in, like, a way that, like, it's too heavy or too loud. It has such a presence to it, right? It has such a powerful presence to it.
It would be unwise to interrogate my identity here. Focus your attention on your travel companion instead.
How great is this? Because of course we know who this is. Of course we know who this is, but the Traveler's never seen an image of this person, right? They've never seen them before. And that's so interesting. And what a great way to like build like a tension, like where we're like, we know who this is, but the Traveler's like, I don't know who this is.
We will meet again very soon.
I suppose we will. Oh my god, look at the full outfit as well. So this means, right, 110%, right? Piero, the Jester, the man himself, this detailed, this full outfit, right? Fully within the world, slow motion walk into this place as well. He's going to be a banner character, guys. He's key. He's definitely going to be on the banner at some point, right? Oh my god. But someone may argue, well, the captain was never on the banner. You're correct. So then, forget what I just said then.
The unidentified subject has now left the area. He appears to be an individual of great significance.
You can say that 20 more times.
But my search has yielded no relevant data. I will try searching the database again.
He's probably some big shot who works for Stolica. Boy. Is that an understatement?
Against the odds, your companion is safe and sound. The other person even left a
Yeah, like a very
her.
lovely thing to do, right? I'll boil some water. I love that like the first action of a Fatui Harbinger in Snezhnaya towards us is a warning of danger and a protection of Paimon. Man, Fatui Harbingers, how can I not like love them a lot? You know what I mean? It's like the first action we have here. What a the presence of the Jester. Because again, I never like thought heavily about what it's gonna be like when we meet the Jester. I was thinking a lot about what's gonna be like when we meet the Stolica and stuff. But like, I feel like that's exactly what you would like kind of think. There would be kind of a presence to him as well. And he was able to come across as very serious and important while also still like not feeling threatening to the point that he's going to like hurt us, right? There was still like a thing of like, don't mess with this guy. Oh my god, he seems so powerful. He has such a presence to him. But it didn't feel like overwhelmingly terrifying. It felt it was an insane moment. It was incredible. Like again, I was shaking the present, but it didn't feel like I'm like, oh, I'm terrified right now. It felt more like this guy has power to him. This guy has strength to him. And his voice was so sure of itself as well. I'll boil some water. But that can always change. Right? Oh my god, as well. Paimon waking up. I'm so glad you woke up. Some might say, well, Calvin, didn't you like find Snezhnaya terrifying when she first showed up? Yes, and I want to make it clear. He's still like a scary figure, and he's still an unknown figure, still in that way too. But I think it's one of those things where like he wasn't giving off this element of like a kind of an aggressiveness towards us, whereas Snezhnaya definitely kind of was, right? And at that point, when we first met Snezhnaya, all we knew about was she cut out someone's tongue to like to say sorry to us. That's all we knew. But I feel like in this sense as well, like I didn't, with Paimon with a blanket over her and him talking to us in that moment, I didn't get the sense of like he's going to do anything because right now he's going to warn. Like in a way, I just kind of felt like again this powerful presence rather than being like, oh my god, I'm backed into a corner, going to die presence. And again, I'm not saying Snezhnaya made me feel like I was going to die, but it more felt like, oh my god, this is the good lady who cut out someone's tongue, and now she's kind of like warning us and threatening us, right? It's a different feeling, right? It's a different feeling. It definitely is a different feeling.
Traveler! Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
Oh, but look at her.
So worried. She looked everywhere for you.
Oh my god. Poor little Paimon.
It's okay. Take it easy. Are you feeling all right?
Pretty much the same as when we first got to Snezhnaya.
Oh no.
Paimon must have caught a cold. She was feeling so faint. She just couldn't keep going any longer. So she had to lie down and sleep it off.
I understand as well, but it seems like whatever's causing this snow and this heavy weather seems, because from he said it himself, right? He said like, if I can see it here as well, a monster is some of the bitter snowstorms. So that sounds like it is like more direct, and there's something about the snowstorm that is more dangerous than we can even like than a regular snowstorm.
Wait, where did the Jester go?
Oh my god! So he said, "Oh my god! What a way to reveal it!" So he said, "I'm the Jester to Paimon."
Yep, the director of
Incredible.
the Jester Piero. So you met him?
What a way to introduce him. The music feels like almost like a music box. It feels like you opened up a music box and there's like a ballerina dancing in the music box. We spoke briefly.
The Jester must know everything about the Tsaritsa's plans. But there's no way he'd tell me just like that. we might well have ended up clashing.
That's the thing as well. The Jester knows that at some point we might be facing each other. The Jester knows at some point we might be at odds. In that moment, you could tell the Jester, that's what I'm saying, you could tell the Jester was not aiming for any aggression or fight in that moment. You know, you could tell. You could just tell.
Well, he was right about one thing. Right now, the most important thing for me is to take care of Paimon while she's unwell.
And his hand vibrating. She's so sweet. Look at her.
He had no intention of explaining his motives.
Yep.
And he left in something of a hurry.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, she doesn't know what this. Yeah, like, you don't know about. I found him in Ice Cave. Yeah, you don't know about this guy as well. Yeah, as I said, I didn't get any aggression in that moment from Piero or the Jester. I got a powerful presence. I didn't get any aggression. I didn't get any like "fu" at the time. But I think now when you look back at it in that kind of way, now when they frame it as a kind of a way of like he didn't want us to clash at this moment. He didn't want anything to happen at this moment. But we will clash with them at some point. It's like not terrifying, but there's like this low rumbling of a nervousness, right? And it's building up now. They're doing a really good job of this. I really think they are. I found this in an ice cave.
It looks like half a pair of goggles.
That's a great way of looking at it.
How amazing! A self-aware, talking pair of goggles.
That's a really cool way of looking at it, actually, yeah.
Snezhnaya was once the land of the Fae. There are many ancient creations here that I'm sure would broaden your mind further still. Mind you, my database is also expanding as we speak. You must be a rare creature yourself.
Paimon's a rare creature. Well, there's no one like Paimon in this world. This is how I made it safely out of the cave, yeah?
Oh, wow! Well, thank you so much. You've earned yourself some of Paimon's favorite candy. Oh, but by the looks of it, you probably can't eat that.
But it's the thought that counts, and definitely Paimon, like, anyone should understand that you offering your candy to them is a declaration of like love.
Goodwill detected. Instead of candy, perhaps I can suggest my preferred strategy. Please clean me regularly to keep me operating at peak efficiency.
That's a pretty good like deal, I guess. We have to clean them.
That makes sense. Every pair of goggles needs wiping clean
So
once
true.
in a while.
Look at the fist.
Sure thing, mister.
So, and sure thing Mr. is adorable as well, but like, as well also, like, Paimon, like, speaking so slow is breaking my heart.
Anyway, back to the Jester for a second. Paimon's still confused about something.
Yeah?
When he first showed up,
Oh my god, just like
I
that?
already knew Paimon's name. And he acted like he expected Paimon to know who he was,
Wait,
too.
what? I mean, I'm not surprised he would know Paimon's name, but like the fact that he expected Paimon to know him as well is a different thing, right? Because again, knowing Paimon is like, that's... You hear stories of the people always say, like, we've heard people before, I heard stories about you and the white fairy that travels with you, you know what I mean? I heard about the traveler, and again, with the Fatui Harbingers as well, they would also know about Paimon, so that's not too surprising. But this part where, like, you should know me too?
Paimon could tell that he was Conrian from his eyes. And he definitely seemed like someone pretty important. But beyond that, Paimon didn't know anything about
That's
him.
kind of, like, very intriguing. He's like, you should know something about me. Because again, the Jester, when he talked to the Traveler, didn't talk to him as he would know who I am. He talked to the Traveler as if like the Traveler didn't know who he was, but talked to Paimon as if he should expect her to know who he is.
It was only later, after he rescued Paimon from the snow, that he properly introduced himself. That's the only reason Paimon knows he was the Jester.
And this answer here, so he knows you. Is that why he was here? He came looking for Paimon?
Oh, seems unlikely. He ran into the snow following the sound of Paimon's voice with a really anxious expression on his face.
He was anxious.
He didn't act like someone who knew she would be here in advance. And after bringing Paimon here, he just stared out at the snow. He didn't do anything to Paimon at all.
Okay.
In fact, He barely said anything.
Okay.
Wouldn't even answer any of Paimon's questions either.
I'm just gonna say something. Okay, it sounds like, my experience was just like one of power and kind of like of a building tension of like something might happen down the line. It wasn't terrifying in the moment. It was more just like, oh my god, this is overwhelming. I wasn't like heavily scared because I knew like we weren't gonna have a battle in that moment. But it sounds like Paimon had a really terrifying time because that would scare me as well. Someone just staring out in the snow.
Paimon didn't feel unsafe around
Same.
him. And she didn't
Same.
seem to have any ulterior motives. For all we know, he might have just ignored Paimon's questions so she'd give up and
Her
go to
little
sleep.
voice cracking here as well. And I'm glad, again, this is like not me being like, I can pick up on the writing, but I think it's one of those things where like, it's just, it's not me praising myself, it's me praising the story, because like the fact that I was able to, like in that moment, usually we'd be scared of a True Harbinger. In that moment, I didn't feel threatened. I didn't feel like, oh my god, something's gonna happen here. Oh, this is terrifying, right? And you could see, someone could argue, well, Calvin, like, in the end, Snezhnaya didn't really want to hurt us or anything like that as well. But I think you could tell Snezhnaya wanted to threaten us, and we knew that she is capable of doing stuff that is crazy as she did before, right? And we know the Jester's also capable of many things too. But I think the game is trying to show you here as well, through Paimon saying this also. It's like, yeah, I didn't feel any threatening. I didn't feel unsafe. I didn't feel like a kind of this presence of like, oh my god, he's gonna hurt us. The Traveler also said as well, like, oh, he didn't want to clash with us. Like the game, wrote his character in a way that at the moment there was a tension, a bubbling tension, and a power to him. But yeah, I didn't feel threatened at the time. I didn't feel like he was going to hurt us, and the game wrote it that way. Like I think it's really good that like they made me feel a way that they wanted to make me feel, and that's good writing to me. Poor little Paimon.
Please allow me to interrupt. Fatui and director
Oh,
are
wait.
unfamiliar terms. May I ask for clarification?
How old are you?
Wait, you've seriously never heard of the Fatui?
Yeah.
Oh, they're like the Tsarits's inner circle. Really powerful people. And the director is their boss.
Yeah, and also like, you must be like very, 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 very old. And you must have shut down before the Harbingers became a thing, because the Harbingers became famous very quickly, right? Worldwide.
Understood. Since they hold elite positions and serve their god directly, it stands to reason that they would conduct themselves with due decorum. I am inclined to agree with your assessment, Miss Paimon. I did not detect any ill will from the gentleman in question.
I see what you mean. We'll remember to thank him next time we see him. Of course, yeah, 100%. But I do think there is a bubbling tension like there is with any Fatui member, right? And before you know what's going to happen. I think every Fatui member is different, right? When we first met Tartaga, we didn't know he was a Harbinger, and it was like this feeling of just like, oh, who's this kind of crazy, eccentric guy we met? When we met the Knave, there was a feeling of like, oh my god, she radiates like this. She makes you feel a fear, not because she ends up being like a terrifying person, but because there is like this like, she always has this feeling of like she could be threatening if she needs to be. She could, but again, it's one of those things where she has much more of a deepness to her character. The first time we meet Rosaline, it's in violence, and so of course, like it's like instead of like having this like, okay, I'm afraid of Rosaline, it's more like we need to get her back, right? When you meet the captain, it's not terrifying. It's more of like, oh my god, this is epic. This is an epic reveal of a character. Oh my god, like this guy has such a like almost like fancy, kind of like a weird elegance to him. And then like when you meet Columbina, it's magical, it's ethereal, it brings down your guard completely. When you meet Snezhnaya, she's, for one encounter we had before, and it was that she cut out someone's tongue, so of course I was kind of like, I was terrified of her, but over time you kind of like grow to love her as well. Every Harbinger's a different feeling to them, but they always make an impression the first time they show up. Always. Every single time there's always like a oh my god moment with these guys, and it's how they're written, it's how they show up, it's how they've been built up. It's so good. Oh, little Paimon. No. I don't like her being sick at all. I should also say that Vaughn as well, the Wanderer, like when he first showed up in like the event as well, had a almost like manic presence to him, right? But that's because his mind was like, his mental health was really in a bad way.
Sorry, I shouldn't have encouraged you to talk so much.
But she was trying her best. This is so, I feel I'm very grateful to the Jester. I'm very grateful. He is owed one favor. Whatever he needs, he gets it. I need you to destroy the world. Okay. You're not gonna like question that? You saved Paimon's life. Yeah, but like I was kidding about destroying the world, but you would have done it. You saved Paimon's life. What can I do?
Paimon, new plan. Let's get out of Snezhnaya for now.
Whoa.
We can come back after the weather clears up and you're all better.
And again, the care he has for Paimon is so sweet.
The Jester mentioned that this snowstorm, being the work of a monster, is worse than most. Even if we made it to Snezhnagrad, we'd still have to wait out the storm before we could do any exploring.
That is true, but I wonder if Paimon's going to turn this down. But like, yeah, I again, the love he has for Paimon, the love we have for Paimon, the worry we have for Paimon is so strong, and of course we do. Like, this is our best bud. It's always been our best bud. She's family. She's definitely family.
Oh, well, it's really nice of you to look out for Paimon, but
Oh, just shakiness.
she doesn't want to hold you back.
You never hold me back, Paimon. You never would.
We were really psyched up for this journey when we first set off. Just think of all the burning questions we have.
She's gonna kill me, man.
If we turn back now, who knows how long it'll take before we finally get answers.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna absolutely die.
Further information is required regarding the monster situation. But objectively speaking, there is another more pressing issue at hand.
And what is that?
At this point, we have traveled a significant distance into the blizzard. Were we to turn back now, the road would be extremely treacherous, especially since we would need to travel on foot.
And that's true. The fact that the way we came here, we literally got knocked down into like a chasm and got separated. That could happen again. We literally could be separated again. And like the chances of like what the Jester goes like, okay, I'll find them again, doesn't seem like very likely. That's actually a very good point.
If, however, we continue onward, there may be a better solution.
Yeah, and actually just a very logical point, and it makes sense, right?
Do you remember what I said as we neared this location? I told you that this is a train station. While it has evidently fallen into disuse for unknown reasons, the tracks remain intact. We can break through the blizzard and forge ahead by driving a train. That is the Snezhnayan way.
That would be amazing. That would be absolutely incredible. Is that possible?
There is a small town up ahead, which would be the perfect place for Miss Paimon to rest and recover.
Paimon thinks Goggles here makes a great point. Let's do that.
Yeah. Are you sure you're up to this? I don't want you to push yourself.
Oh, come on. Don't worry. Think of all the traveling we've done so far. When has Paimon ever gotten sick before? Practically never. 'Cause she's in great
Oh,
shape.
Paimon.
Sure, she's a little tired right now, but it's sure to clear up on its own.
Affirmative. Should you ever need my assistance during your future adventures, please call for the Eye of Grey whenever you wish. Otherwise, I will remain silent to avoid causing any unnecessary distraction. Now, please follow me to the train tracks.
I'm excited for this, but again, of course, we're worried about Paimon, but like, I'm very glad that like, there's a solution here. Oh my God, look at this cabin.
A reward on the road.
What a great introduction to Snezhnaya as well. And I mean great, obviously like we're I don't want anything to happen to Paimon, but great in terms of like writing, man. Like again, having the way the Jester was introduced in such a unique way, such a shocking way. Like when they said it was two people, you know what I thought it was gonna be? I thought it was gonna be like a character who like, is gonna be on the banner soon. That's gonna be like maybe like, hi, I'm Gerald. It's like I'm Gerald, the hunter. I'm Lucy, the snow maiden. It's like I thought it was gonna be some like new character where I was gonna be like, oh cool, but like, it was like it was the Jester who showed up, like like, which is insane, right? Absolutely insane. What if Gerald and Lucy are on the banner? Man, that's gonna be a great day. Man, Gerald and Lucy, they're on the banner. But yeah, incredible introduction to the Jester. As I said, like they did it in a way that wasn't and I'm glad they brought that up, because like I was feeling like, oh, it's weird that I'm not feeling like terrified, but I feel a strong presence. I feel like an overwhelming presence, but I'm not like, oh my God, I'm gonna like this, like something bad could happen. And it's great that they brought that up for both the Traveler and Paimon, being like, yeah, I didn't sense any like kind of like danger or death or like he wanted to fight or anything like that too, because that's what they're probably trying to give off. They were giving off a presence of someone who was like very sure of themselves, a great strong like presence in the moment. And this very unique and powerful voice, and a bubbling tension, and I got all of that from that scene there. And of course, coming to this cabin is incredible too. I love the setting. It's such a beautiful setting. Oh, nice. This is such a great introduction. It really is. And now this music, we talked about the music being somber, right? Oh my god. Heavy like somber emotions in the music, right? But there is kind of like a feeling of like a wintry vibe, right? Almost like a Lost World vibe. Sparkly, magical. It's like Winter Wonderland somber. Really beautiful stuff. Holy hell, the music's gorgeous so far. Go outside the house. I'm definitely outside the house. I think they mean the train tracks though. I'm excited for all of this. I really am. But I also want Paimon to be okay as well. Poor Paimon being so strong for us. As usual. She is the strongest character in history. In your inventory? Call the train? Where's my inventory again? I didn't just ask that. Yeah, you see what I mean? I think the brightness is too high because this to me looks very bright, right? I know you can't change the contrast and stuff like that. Maybe it's not. No, because in the recording it doesn't look like this. So maybe it's like the way my TV is doing things, maybe? Could that be it? So maybe I might reset the brightness for you guys if I hope I didn't ruin it for you guys a little bit. It might be my TV that's making like the colors like look this could with the Xbox or something like that as well. It could be it too. And if that's the case, I might actually just like go into the, and look if it does I'll look at the actual game itself. If it doesn't look great as well. So just something that's just faint but visible. Like that's what we're supposed to have it like here then, right? But like to me, it's like it's supposed to be faint but visible. This would be faint but visible to me. Defaults will be here, so I might just keep it at default for now. And if we go to defaults as well, that should be there. Yeah, because it looks pretty normal in recordings. And again, I'm not saying it doesn't look bad. For me, it looks it's really beautiful. It might just be like my TV doing some like really interesting stuff here. Like it still looks gorgeous. I want to make that clear, but I want to make sure it's not like too bright for you guys. Because when I'm looking in the menu here like this, it looks bright for me. So I might have to change the setting on my TV in some case or something like that. But for you guys, it probably just looks more normal, I guess. Let me just see something really quickly. Everything seems pretty normal. Yeah, we'll find out after this. You guys can let me know if it's too bright or it's too whatever. Because again, it's changing over to a different system, so of course it's going to be different, right? Of course it's going to be different. Wait. We can literally message from the Eye of Grey? System activating, I guess? Okay. And then all the constructs we have too, so we can call the train with the Eye of Grey. Grey. No way. Is it gonna crash through the— It is! Oh my god! We're gonna get to travel on a train.
Heading north from here, we will soon arrive at...
Snezhnaya?
Wait, there's an error message. Could not detect clear tracks.
Then maybe we shouldn't travel here?
What exactly does clear mean?
Brace for impact, friends. Preparing to enter impromptu flight mode.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Impromptu flight? Wait, what? What? Oh my god, look at this as well. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Someone grab Paimon. What? I mean, I like the risk taking. I just wasn't expecting the temperature of the current.
Oh, strange. Not only was the station's status different from my records, but even the railroads and the terrain itself have changed substantially.
Why, are you okay?
Yeah. Thanks to your quick reflexes.
Oh my god, poor Paimon. What the hell, man?
My sincere apologies for putting you in danger. I'm afraid I'm as confused by all this as you are.
We need to find a way to update your database. Shame about the train.
Agreed. This is likely a consequence of outdated railroad data. The discrepancies between the old data and present reality are far greater than I anticipated.
Yeah, and you can see that even with him not knowing what the two harbingers were as well.
Fortunately, our crash landing has at least brought us much closer to the town.
True.
According to the data.
It looks like a
anyway.
little village.
Your data had better be right this time.
Oh, I don't like the Paimon solo energy. Oh no, it's gonna kill
I
me.
can assure you, it certainly is. Please look this way,
Ooh.
and you will see a Kresnik's torch.
Look at this location. Again, it's like a Christmas world. It's so pretty. But there's like industrial parts to it. That's why I felt like it was like Christmas roads. Like the elves are working on everything over here.
It seems our ill-fated train ride was a blessing in disguise. We have taken the shortest possible route.
It wasn't what you call comfortable though. I mean, yeah, it worked in the end, I guess.
Rest assured that I will take user preferences into account next time I plan a route. Next time, I will get it right.
Okay, I trust you, buddy. Okay, so I want to say something here, right? I was so ready to just be like, oh my god, because again, what it felt like in the moment was like the culture of this place is so incredible, right? The idea that we have, you know, train run. Who are these guys? What the hell? The train ride. I was like, oh my god, train ride. That's so cool. Like the trains are gonna be a big part of this world, and we get to actually ride on one. That's awesome. There's like a little village over here that's built upon the snowy mountains as well. What is that? It's like a tree of some kind. And I was like, but then like, you know, we went straight into a crash landing, so I didn't even get to think about it for a second. What are you? Are you guys enemies or friends? Oh my god, what are you?
Who goes there?
Hello.
My everlasting flame!
I don't, my Aether's not leveled up at all. I think he's probably like level 40, if
Second thoughts?
I'm not mistaken. So we're not gonna get to do much with these guys, but I like you guys. You look really cool. I'll talk to you later. Wait,
Get a lot of this!
the music. Again, that's what it feels like. It's like a music box or a waltz or like a. It's very Christmassy, but like in a very somber way, right? Like almost like a 90s Christmas movie. This is awesome. Don't shoot me! I don't got a lot of health. Like the way it's like it's very like it's like prancing. The music feels like it's like dancing itself. Such a cool battle theme. Leave me alone, okay? I only attacked you once. It's like a little husky dog. The world opens up to those with noble hearts. Jesus, look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god, is this where we started? I didn't get the way. Did I get the waypoint? I saw a waypoint that I didn't unlock, so maybe was that a boss of some kind? Rankatoria. Stretomorsk. I'm guessing over here. Oh my lord, it's big. I'm very blue. Very, very blue. I'm excited for this, man. Who's on the... Is that the... Resonate with Cryo? Is that the Tsaritsa? Guys, we have Cryo powers now. Oh my god, we have Cryo powers now. That must be the Tsaritsa.
Cryo Storm!
Cryo Storm. We have resonated with Cryo. It's a small village.
Excuse me, is there an inn nearby?
Zolotova?
I'm sorry, but they've all closed.
All the inns have closed? Do you hear the... Again, I don't know if like this is like an Eastern European influence, but it feels that way in some ways. And again, as I said, there is like a somberness to it. There's like there's like almost like a history weaved through the song here. It's emotional while also being magical. That throughout this whole time is gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. Stunning. You know what I mean? There's a sadness while also like a lamenting feeling, a sadness. But there's such a beauty to it, such a sparkly beauty to the music as well. Oh my god, my Myrna.
Sorry to interrupt. We're looking for a place to stay.
I can't even afford to warm my own house, let alone run a business.
So they're talking about maybe poverty here as well? Like people, there's inns of clothes, there's maybe they don't get a lot of visitors, maybe there's a lot of poverty.
Is there anywhere we can
What a scene.
Around these parts?
I'm afraid not. You'll have to try your luck somewhere else.
Again, you're talking about a cinematic way of starting this game, like us wandering through this world here and like begging someone to like give us a place to stay. You know, it's like you can feel like the panic and kind of like the stress
All
of
we
this.
can do is wait for the next shipment of Kresnik Crystal to get
Do you want me
here.
to get you some? Oh my god, the outfits as well. Look at the trees, are so beautiful too. Look out in the distance too, the mountains. What an absolutely gorgeous place. Oh. 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 Is that a... It is! Oh my god, it's a design character.
Hi there. Do you know if there are any inns still taking guests in this town?
Doubt it.
Oh.
They're probably all closed. No one has enough Kresnik Crystal to heat their own homes, let alone a business.
Alyosha? First of all, by the way, the mint hair is such an interesting touch here with like the mint kind of dark green eyebrows. This outfit is like so beautifully color-coded with the red and blue. Did they have freckles? Oh my god, they're adorable. they have like freckles and little like earmuffs, but the voice is like, you know, very deep as well, so obviously maybe like hardened by this snow and this world, I guess, as well.
What a bummer.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, a new character.
I clocked you a while back. You adventurers or something? We don't get many tourists in inland Snezhnaya these days.
I'm guessing you wouldn't, right? I'm guessing you definitely wouldn't. Yeah, this is such an interesting design because again, the hair almost feels kind of like it's like frosted like green, right? Where it's like it's green, but like it feels very cold, right? The hair, the freckles are such a nice touch because again, it's kind of like almost like, you know, wind. They're trying to show like maybe not wind worn. Freckles aren't wind worn face. I want to make that clear, but like it is like a more freckly face. I guess is what we're saying. The earmuffs, the color coding, the turtleneck. Oh my god.
Why is that? Because of the snowstorm?
Again, that dancing music, the waltz style music.
In part. But the bigger reason's Project Stuja.
Oh.
Since it's Her Majesty's will, we have to put up with it whether we
What?
like it or not.
We don't know what Project Stuja really is. We talked about this recently in a video we did where we talked about like the idea of what we thought it could be, and obviously it has something to do with the Gnosis, and I think something to do with against the Heavenly Principles. That's my view. But like it's the plan is working to the point that like people can't like warm their own clothes because maybe they're using the resources.
Oh, sorry. I assumed it was common knowledge by now.
They're using
Basically,
resources.
The Tsaritsa is planning something big. Something that requires an enormous amount of
Right,
energy.
that's not fair. That's not fair though, is it? Like to use like everyone else's resources? That's not fair.
Even if they used all the surplus Kresnik Crystal in Snezhnaya, it still wouldn't be enough to meet
That's how
demand.
powerful this needed. And again, the people who suffer are the people who need to warm their homes, you know? People are suffering here because of that.
So, the Vetja passed a resolution requiring all factories and households to reduce their energy
Oh
consumption.
my god.
The policy has thus been charmingly named Project Stuja, meaning bitter
It
cold.
literally just means bitter cold. Because everyone's in the bitter cold. And they added new stuff there, like the Vesh. It's a large council where various interest groups in Snezhnaya hold key meetings, discuss the state of the nation, issues, decrees, and assess policy. Word is that airing out views and requests from different wings of society, making people a decision, has been a tradition in Snezhnaya since its very founding. So it was like kind of like a local council or a council. So we now know Project Stuja means bitter cold. We now know that it is using up so much resources that people have been told that it can't even warm their houses in the same way that they used to. This is brutal.
Bitter cold. So, like, it's gonna be a cold winter, folks? You're all gonna have to find a way to get through it? That kind of idea?
Pretty much. When you're broke, you scrimp and save. When it's cold, you huddle together for warmth.
Yeah, but
There's always a way to stretch things out.
so
to
we
make
got the
ends meet.
idea of poverty. We definitely knew was poverty there as well. He's adorable, by the way. He has this deep voice, but like we will be grabbing the cheek and going ooh choo 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 choo. It is very. You know, we kind of sensed already like there was poverty. They told us there like they don't have anyone in an inn. There's like, you know, they can barely heat their own homes. It's a plan here by the Tsaritsa showing that like, you know, she is taking Project Stuja as more important than the comfort and the lives of her own people.
Trouble is, if you stretch someone out like an elastic band for too long,
Yes.
who knows if they can ever bounce back. You know what? Come with me and see for yourself.
This is a really good way of putting it as well, by the way, because it's like, yeah, it's like, you know, oh, we can survive, but like, what is the consequences of survival after that? Yeah, we're gonna be able to survive whatever happens, but in the end, like, is survival are we gonna be the same as we were before? Is survival gonna mean we're gonna be the same as we were before? It's just not nice. It's not fair. It's not fair whatsoever. Obviously, don't know exactly what Project Stuza entails. Are they getting like little like
Can
rations?
you please explain to me why the price of Kresnik
Oh, it's
crystals
Kresnik
gone up by a
crystals.
third again? Even as our purchase quota has gone down.
That's not good. I'm sorry. This is really bad.
You only come here twice a month. This won't even last us a week.
That's so bad. I feel so bad.
The supply and pricing of Kresnik Crystal are based on current production volumes and price data.
So not only are they limiting the Kresnik Crystal, the prices are going up as well?
We Fatui are only responsible for delivery and security. I'm not in a position to explain to you how the figures are calculated, but I assure you, they are as fair and reasonable as possible.
If people cannot afford them and cannot afford to heat their home and don't have enough resources to heat their home and to be safe during this climate, then they are not fair. That's just end of. There's no discussion there. It's not fair. It may be fair to the people that are manufacturing them, but it's not fair to the people that are purchasing them or trying to use them to heat their homes. It's just factual.
Oh, so our lives mean nothing to you? How can you expect anyone to survive a single night in this weather without
Exactly.
heating?
It's like they're you know, it's bitter cold. It's devastating cold. It's one of those things where our prices are fair. Fair to who? You?
Since you insist on making me repeat myself every single visit, I will remind you again. There is no monopoly on the trade of Kresnik Crystal. You are free to purchase the shortfall from elsewhere on the market.
Where can they purchase it?
What market? Nobody else is selling. And when they do, they charge 8 times
Brutal.
the normal rate.
Absolutely brutal.
It's robbery is what it is.
Yep, absolutely brutal. Because then people are because there's a limited resource and no people need it, then they're rising the prices. Like, and again, that is disgusting.
Which is why the Snezhnaya Veche passed a resolution to support border communities. Without which, you wouldn't even be able to buy crystal from us to begin with.
Oh my god, but can you not see their suffering? Like, that's such a bullcrap thing, isn't it? To be like, you're lucky we even sell this to you in the first place, buddy.
So if you're here just to argue, move aside and let the next person in line come forward. Everyone's feeling the
But he's
cold
arguing
here.
for them, and now he's making it so that's like, you're selfish. It's like, dude, like, he's right in what he's saying. Like, if they cannot afford to heat their homes, then there is a problem. End of.
You.
All right, everyone, let's calm down for a second. A few words, if I may. We're all subjects of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and I'm sure every one of us is dedicated to her great cause.
Again, I want to know what this great cause is, and I have no doubt if it's against the Heavenly Principles, there's going to be some sort of great cause, but the issue is that if people are suffering...
We all know how cold it is, and the more it snows, the harder life gets. Everyone's struggling already. Let's not make things even more difficult for each other.
I don't like that at all. Come on, stop complaining, man. Things are already tough already.
But Liaison Shishkin, there's clearly something wrong with this quota. I have a family in Marepasak who tell me they can buy at least double our crystal allotment.
Oh, believe you me, I had the same reaction when I first saw the numbers. Couldn't believe what I was reading. I even wrote a
I don't
letter
trust this guy.
to confirm the true figures, but... I'm afraid the quota really is as low as you've been
This is
advised.
bullcrap.
Still, you must understand that calculating these energy quotas is a complicated balancing act. They have to factor in population, town size, industrial application.
And the use for the Tsaritsa's plan, right? That's one thing we should always note, right? It's like that it's being used at a mass rate for like whatever Project Stuza is.
Our top priority must be to keep the largest Kresnik's torch burning continuously. Only then can we sell the remaining crystal for household use, and in doing so, we must make sure that everyone is treated fairly.
People aren't being treated fairly.
As our Fatui comrades said, they are only responsible for delivering the goods. They need to keep accurate records, and they do not have any authority to modify the rates or quotas.
And that is true. Like, the people who are like sent to sell it can't decide. It would be like it's like arguing with someone in like, you know, Dunn stores, like, why have chicken rolls gone up to, I know it's a bad example because people don't need chicken rolls to live, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, why are chicken rolls gone up to €5.50? And it's like, what's the person who's making the chicken roll going to do? I understand that 100%, but I do also think that they have a right to be completely upset with this. 110% they have a right to be upset with this.
That's right. Our duty is to do things by the book.
Like they're freezing.
Tell you what, listen. I know how anxious and upset everyone is. As a matter of fact, I was just discussing it with the
Look
mayor.
at our character over here has the hood up. That's really cool. Oh my god, it's really cool.
What we can do is open the lower combustion chamber of the Kresnik's torch to the public. You can come to me directly to register, and I will allocate time slots accordingly. I can't guarantee there will be ample energy for household use. We can at least make sure you'll be able to boil water and cook food each day. Let's hang in there and make this work together. All right?
But like it's like they have to like work on the ground floor. Like we gotta work together, everyone, to survive. And it's like because the resources are being used at such a gigantic rate.
Fine. I don't see
There's
any
no.
alternative.
That's the problem. There is no. It's horrible.
So, this is Project Stuja in action, huh? Oh, no wonder nothing's open for business. People are barely getting
And the way it
by.
was framed as well is that these people do believe in the cause of the Tsaritsa. Like, right, because they didn't protest to that. They didn't protest the idea of like, oh, the Tsaritsa is bulk, you know, because if they didn't believe in Tsaritsa, you would hear them be like, that's bullcrap, because other people in other regions have fought back against leadership if they thought it wasn't doing a good job, right? So they do believe in it, but also the side effects of what's happening here is that because of Project Stuza, people have less resources, not able to heat their homes, and now the people who have to eat the bullcrap of it are the people on the ground floor, you know? Is the Tsaritsa able to you know get enough resources to cook her food every day? You know, is she able to get the food every day to or does she have to bargain to boil her food or to heat her home? Like, does she have to do that? Do the harbingers have to worry every day about like, you know, warmth? You know, I saw them; they were like, you know, able to have sleepovers. You know, so do they have to argue about it as well? No, it's the people here who have to like eat the brunt of it. You know, it's not good. It's not good whatsoever.
You were looking for an inn, right? For your
Oh, calling her a Fae. That's so interesting.
Oh, Paimon's not a fae. Just Paimon. She must have caught a cold or something. We only just got to Snezhnaya, and we're still getting used to the climate.
Hmm.
I have a small place in Stratomaros. I don't stay there very often, though, so it's pretty basic. But if you're not picky, you're welcome to rest there for now. It's not much, but I've got blankets and a warm fire.
That would be so lovely. That'd be so lovely.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
We're getting an energy of this guy of like someone who is like taking this whole situation seriously, but also is so willing to help, you know? This is such an enormous help. It really is.
All right, then. This
Yeah,
way.
you can tell he cares. You can tell he really cares. Man, it's just, it's...
Hello, I'm a
Wait, what?
I'm a hunter.
What?
If you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a
Wait.
different side to my story.
Alosha?
But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Oh my freaking... We just got a 4-star character. Alosha's on our team. Just like that. I mean, I'll take him like 100% and 10%. Oh my god, that's so cool. That's legitimately so cool. Again, I don't know if they did that last time. Did they do that last time when it came to like, no, because in Efa, was it, in Efa was, not in Efa, sorry, I know you had to do the event, right? So, like, is that like, is that always happened? Because I didn't get it, you didn't get a free character right away, right? Alosha. He's a spear user. We see some maybe idle animations, maybe? Oh god, he has a freaking like rifle. Oh my god, the animations are great. Any other idle animations you want to show us? Anything else you want to show the class? No way. Is that a sausage? Oh, and he gave it to the dog? That's his little dog? That's adorable. That's adorable. And he wants the other half? No. Okay, that's a great way of showing that he cares. And it's obviously not like something like it's probably like, you know, good. You don't want him like going hungry. This is a great design. I love the back of the hair as well. It's a really well designed character. The freckles are a great choice. The cold hair, the cold mint hair. But the outfit's also really, it's like a warm outfit, but also like really well, like, you know, stylized. Oh, these are my wing gliders, by the way. Here's the thing. As you guys know, I haven't been leveling up characters that much, but I do plan to level up, like, him. When we start, we're going to level him, just so we can have, like, a Snezhnaya character as well, because he looks really cool and be really awesome as well. So when we do get the energy to want to level up characters again, he'll be the first. What a beautiful environment, like a great small town, but again, the poverty here is something that's really, like, upsetting, and, like, you know, people are struggling, and maybe not poverty, but, like, you know, people are struggling to heat their homes. Let's go over here and get this, whatever it is. And here's the thing, I want to make it clear here. It's like, clearly there's some belief here into Tsaritsa, right? And and I think the game was probably trying to tell us, like, right away, like, you know, with the Tsaritsa, where it's like, this Project Stuza thing, it's like, you may think, like, all this stuff is really cool, and you may think all this stuff is, like, going to be really, really fun, which will be cool. It's going to be really fun and really an interesting story. But they also, like, are trying to express to us that, like, whilst this is going to be really interesting, while this is going to be really, really cool, you have to understand that there's real people who are here in Snezhnaya that the Tsaritsa has to take care of, it seems, as well. And in this case, they feel like, in some ways, while they believe in the Tsaritsa, the plan of Project Stuza is making their lives a lot harder. You gotta look at the railroads as well. Again, such beautiful music as well. And maybe I'm overstepping by saying Eastern European style music, but it does kind of feel that way in some ways as well. But yeah, like, I think it's a really important note, and they showed the struggle so strongly there, where it's like, in a world of limited resources, prices do go up, which is horrible. In a world of limited resources, there's people who always, like, take advantage of it. There's arguments. There's people going to fight. There's people who are suffering. All this stuff as well. And sometimes it's like, you know, and you'll have people who are on top of the food chain who will have their houses heated, who will be warm. You know, it's one of those things where, like, when a politician who's, like, in government says, like, we're all gonna have to, like, you know, tighten our bootstraps, and it's like, okay, are you? You know, that's what I always think. It's like okay, are you gonna be doing that? It's like, usually the answer is like no. Are you gonna be taking a pay cut? Usually the answer is no. I'm not trying to just paint the two harbingers being like, we want everyone to suffer. They see this plan as being so worth it, and this great idea of Project Stuza being so worth it, that even the people don't seem to bite back against it, at least yet. Now, we might have someone who will bite against it, but those people did not fight back when they heard about Tsaritsa's name. And that's an interesting note as well. I'm not saying, but I hope it doesn't make it seem like I'm saying, like, they think it's a good thing that they're suffering. But it's like, I'm saying there's, like, a nuanced approach to this, where, like, we can acknowledge that it's very awful that they are suffering. But it's an interesting thing that they didn't bite back and go, hell with the Tsaritsa, or like, well, maybe the Tsaritsa should stop. They were more it's almost like they accepted the limited resources that the Tsaritsa needed. The massive amount of resources the Tsaritsa needed, but they more were arguing about the ground floor usage of what's left. And maybe it's because they've accepted their fate. Maybe that is too. But it's just an interesting thing to note, right? With how maybe they look at the Tsaritsa. Maybe they don't look at her in a bad way. Maybe some people will. Maybe some people won't. But yeah, that's my always like say as well. It's like, okay, it's like we're gonna have to, like, you know, we're not going. Oh, it's a train station. That's so cool. Again, great environment. We're not gonna be able to use as much resources. Are you gonna be using resources? Well, yes, me, but yeah, me, but like, come on, you know. Great outfits as well, aren't they? Really cool outfits. Yeah, very, very different vibe for the music here as well. I pressed the Clear Obscure run button, guys. And if it makes you guys laugh even more, in Clear Obscure, I also pressed the Honkasara run button to run, and I start attacking things. So, it's like, it's definitely like one of those things where when you play something for hours on end, it becomes something you're very used to, I think. Oh, we probably should have walked up here. That's always a very Romer thing in the playthrough, right? To like climb up to something instead of using the actual walkways and getting a feel for the town. Again, it's an amazing looking town. It really is. We're going to go to Alosha's house, and we also have Alosha as well. So I imagine Alosha might be like a 4-star in the banner then as well. Because I haven't seen the banner character yet. And I don't know if we will be checking the banner character this time. It might be the thing when we check the banner character. I might just, because usually I check it as not a big deal, but I might not check it until we finish the first, like, part of this, and then we'll check it. It might be more fun to see the characters in game.
Oh, so cozy and
Oh, poor Paimon. She's been through so much.
Oh, wait. Paimon only introduced herself so far, didn't she? This is Paimon's best friend, the Traveler.
Again, her slow, shaky voice is gonna kill me.
Good to meet you. I'm Alosha.
Hello, Alosha. Again, great design.
Most travelers find the Snezhnayan climate to be a shock to the system at first. But as long as you keep yourself warm, you should be
Thanks,
fine.
Alosha, but the heavenly voice in the background as well. As I said, it does have an Eastern European vibe. It does have like a Christmassy vibe. It does have a sparkly kind of like, you know, you do think of the Nutcracker, right? You do think of that in some ways, right?
Still, you should keep an eye on your condition. When people are too quick to dismiss a cold, it can easily end up turning into something
great
more
advice,
serious.
especially in this climate. Great advice.
Don't say that. Paimon's too young for chronic health issues.
She's gonna kill me. Is there a doctor?
They aren't in town right now.
Serious?
And they won't be back anytime soon. The train station has been closed
Oh,
ever since
no.
these power shortages began.
That's a recipe for disaster. Like low heat, no warmth, unable to cook food some days, no doctor as well. Like that's a recipe for a massive amount of disaster.
I do a lot of hunting, so I spend most of my time exposed to the elements. But even the animals wouldn't survive long in a storm like this, let alone a hunter.
So he's, oh my god, remember it was like Gerald the Hunter. We found Gerald the Hunter. It's Gerald. But again, I like the as we see here as well when it comes to like what he's saying here as well is that like he's used to it, right? But even like animals, even for him, it's going to be really harsh.
Nothing to do but sit tight in town until the weather improves.
Is there any possibility of getting a train station running again? Yeah, it's so desolate here, man. It's so like a low murmur of like, this is just awful, you know?
I get that you're in a hurry, but even if the station were open, that doesn't mean there'd be any trains. We could end up stuck here for a long time, I'm
I love this.
afraid.
I have my own train like it's our train.
What? Your own train? Wait, hold on. That train? The one that suddenly fell out of the sky and crash landed
I was
on
wondering
the
what
ice?
they thought of that. I was really wondering what they would think of that.
Oh, we got lucky and found it in a cave. Oh, then our luck ran out and we had a little accident.
I'd really like to get to Snezhnaya and find a doctor. And again, Paimon saying little accident. Every single line she's saying is breaking my heart. Every single line.
Pretty crazy for a random find in the mountains. Well, as long as your train's good to roll, you might get to Snezhnaya after all.
Very cool. Okay.
I've been doing some digging recently. Turns out, the real reason for the current energy crisis in Stratomeros is that some of the supply is being seized for a private stockpile.
Oh, yeah?
But to expose what's going on, I need to catch them in the act. So,
Interesting.
I'm heading off to catch
So
a
this actually
rabbit.
expands a lot more too as well. Like while like there is the problem with the Sarisa using all the resources, there's also people, and this makes sense as well, where there is an essence of people stockpiling stuff, which can happen too. In a world of limited resources, people will, and I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm saying that like nasty people will take stuff for themselves, take the resource for themselves. That also adds a lot to this too. When there's not like a lot of like bitterness towards the Sarisa because they know there's like the stockpile. There's people who are like messing with the resources. They know on the ground floor there's not much that they can do about it because there's people who will always be underhanded in this stuff as well. The example I would give is like in any type of like crisis of a medical kind, right? And I can't say the word because it's one of those things that like YouTube tags your video, but you know what I'm talking about, a recent medical thing that happened in the world. There was people who like legitimately like would I remember I went into a store one time, a local store, a local corner shop that was there forever, and they took the label off the bottle of a soap and put on their own label saying €9 that used to be €3. And I remember just being like, I'm never shopping here again, like F off, right? Like that's bullcrap, right? And there will always be people that do that. There's always going to be people that like stockpile resources, take stuff for themselves, try to sell them on. And of course, I want to make that clear. In Ireland during the time that eventually became illegal, people like even like the police would like find people who were stockpiling stuff and like get them and you know, confiscate all their stuff. If you're stockpiling to sell, right? But yeah, it's one of those things that will happen when there's limited resources. People go, oh, idea, I can make things worse for people and make money, you know?
Huh? Wait, a rabbit stole the crystal?
I think it's more of an expression, but...
It's a figure of speech. Real rabbits couldn't pull this off. They'd prefer carrots to Kresnik Crystal anyway.
Or maybe it was a carrot, not a sausage he was eating. But do you have a suspect in mind?
Shishkin. Mr. Positive Attitude, let's all get along now, shall
we? You know that expression when someone you don't like, you don't know why you don't like them, and you find out they're doing something bad, and it's like you feel very justified. You know that feeling? That's how I feel with him. I've got a slimy vibe from him.
Him? Really? Paimon never would have guessed.
I'll come with you. Let's go.
Huh? You're coming with?
Solving the energy crisis will help get the station running again. Then we can go to Snezhnagrad. Yeah, we can help out 110%. And this is also a good thing to do. The fact that people are starving because they can't cook food, they don't have things to heat their home, they're getting sick, and this dude is all like, we all gotta work together. It's like, exactly. It's the same thing I said. Oh, do you have to work together? Of course not.
Huh. Oh, okay then. Just give Paimon a second to get ready.
Oh, it's okay. You don't stay here and rest, Paimon. Yeah, we don't want it to get any worse. It's okay. Stay here and rest.
All right. Guess there's no point pushing myself. Paimon will stay here and hold the fort then. Be careful, you two.
Hell yeah. You stay safe.
There's one more introduction to do. Tagarin, get in here.
Tagarin! Adorable.
Oh, a doggy.
Oh, they went straight over to Paimon. They know who's the nicest.
Angry doggy. Oh, Tagarin doesn't like being petted then.
He likes to think he's above that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah?
He's my hunting partner, so he'll be joining us when we head out.
That's interesting. A dog that doesn't like pets because he's like, I'm too good for that. That's actually an instant character trait for a dog, right?
Carrots aside, we'll need to stay completely undetected. We can't risk spooking our rabbit, but there's no telling which burrow he'll scurry back into.
Love the expressions, the hunting expressions. Love the boots as well.
First, we need to find a way into the train station and see if we can find any real freight data. Shishkin's figures can't be trusted.
I love we're about to get this slime ball. Oh my god, I love this.
Then, we get Tagarin to catch a scent and find out which way the crystal went. What are you eating?
Yeah, what are you eating?
Oh, check it out. When you're all out of carrots, try jerky.
Jerky, okay.
Good doggy. Good doggy.
Oh, Paimon.
A fellow dog lover, huh?
Alosha's great. I feel such a warmth from him.
Yep. And rabbit lover. Carrots are great too, you know.
Good to know. Eat up, Tagarin. We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, we're back to in this again. This probably is gonna be a good place to end this first video as well. Again, I want this clear. I'm gonna be taking my time like crazy, guys. I'm not gonna be rushing this whatsoever. It's not gonna be rushed.
Paimon's just gonna stay here and get some good rest. You guys, be careful out there.
We will, Paimon. I think it's probably like a nice place to do like a little bit of a maybe outside maybe. Stand and I maybe like in a. I see the thing is as well. I don't want to like maybe actually inside is a good place to do it because we don't want to like lose our heat or whatever. We can like stand here in front of the lights and do a little bit of a conversation about everything we've seen in this episode for so far, guys. But like Alosha is a great character. I think Alosha has a oh yeah. Nice. I will not be checking the banner yet. I did check the banner when I went to. Was Lom on the banner the first time we went here? I think so, right? Lom was on the banner when we went to Nagkrai, I should say. So, which again, at the time I had no problem because I was like, okay, that's kind of like what we do. But like, I'm like, why not? Like, we don't need to check the banner right away. We don't need to wish right away. We got a new character already in our party, in our menu. So like, I'm kind of like, you know, why not? Actually, for the first episode, for our conversations that we usually have as well, why not like? And I know we're gonna have to replace them again, but oh, the backdrop is so pretty as well. Oh my god, look at the castle in the back. Where is the new character? He should be down in the level 20s.
Let the hunt begin.
The hunt begin. I can't believe I was like, oh my god, a hunter. I was like, well, we're gonna meet the hunter, Gerald. We meet the hunter, Alosha. That's brilliant. But in fairness, that's not me having like sixth sense. I think it's more like, you know, like we're in a mountain with a cabin. Like, you know, hunter vibes come up for sure, right? But we have a new character here, and his name is Gerald. And his name is Gerald. Amazing. 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 Oh my god, guys. Like, I am buzzing. I am so buzzing. As I said, I'm gonna be taking my time throughout this entire thing, so like we're not gonna be I'm not saying like whatever I have to say is I always have to say like me, like, you know, going through this bit by bit doesn't mean I'm saying like anyone else is rushing. Everyone has their own pace of doing things, but like for me, I like to just like take everything in like as much as I can. And this to me was just such a fantastic and superb introduction to this world and this new region. It had drama, it had new characters, it had like a new political stakes, it had an explanation of like, you know, what's happening with resources, it had new transportation and new abilities and a beautiful new rendition of like some music and like a new soundtrack. Like, it has everything you would want in a new region to make everything stand apart like almost instantly, and I feel like it did such a fantastic job of doing that. I have such an excitement to the point that right now I feel like this is the time where I should do something else as well after this. So when I finish recording, I'm going to be like, what I've been nervous to do that I should do right now, you know? Run through a brick wall. I really feel like incredibly like excited and buzzing about this too. Like, from the moment you step into Snezhnaya, by the way, I think the goodbye to Nagrai was very quick, but I think they wanted to just get you into it. I think they were just like, go, right? And what, you know, like, I kind of like the goodbyes. It definitely wasn't like the strongest goodbye to a world that we had before, but the reason I think that it's okay, right? And the reason, and this is like, you know, maybe double standards, but I don't think it is. We spent so much time with a lot of the characters in Nagrai. We spent more time in Nagrai, I feel like, with the characters in Nagrai than we have probably in any other region in just one stint, right? With Columbina and with Sandrone, and between events and acts, and like, you know, Nephra was there too, and all these different characters. I feel like we spent more time with them. And also recently we were just literally, you know, talking to like some Nagrai characters, and we were at Sandrone and Columbina again. So I feel like maybe the game was like, hey, like, we could tell you like, hey, say goodbye to them, but it's like, you know, you saw them like 2 weeks ago, you know? And I wonder if that's what they felt. It's like, hey, we always give you these characters all the time anyway, like, and we literally just finished Nagrai's full 10-act span recently. So I wonder if that's what they felt. And yeah, I'm not gonna like, you know, hate on it, because we got to go to this beautiful new region. As I said, like, as soon as you enter into this world, the cold blue is such a strong visual thing as you enter here. Because if we talk about the difference between that and like the world of Dragonspine, right? When you go to Dragonspine, the first thing that I feel like you feel almost instantly is like danger. It's scary. It's meant to be harsh and brutal. And while the harsh colds are here, there's harsh colds here too. I do think it's important to say that, like, you know, the blue coldness of Snezhnaya and the visual presentation is a lot more inviting, at least game-wise, right? I think in what we had when we first got here was like, oh my god, this is like a winter wonderland, right? And they completely cut that off, and probably intentionally so, like by making the blizzard a lot stronger. And I feel like it's a good showcase by showing that, like, this beautiful place, this beautiful cold blue, this crisp nature of this place that feels so like beautiful to like and inviting, right? It's like a winter wonderland almost when you enter there first. It's cut off by a blizzard, and I feel like that's the showcase like how dangerous this blizzard is. It's like this place that you felt like was very inviting is about to get way more dangerous. And it sets up kind of like the tone for like a lot of the later aspects too. We saw a bear, but Paimon starts to get very sick, right? And that's when everything starts to like change almost instantly. Is that like Paimon starts to feel like the nature of this blizzard is a lot more like dangerous than we think. And I think it's really interesting that Paimon can sense this, right? Paimon can be like, okay, there's something about this blizzard. It's way different. And she was right. Like, obviously a monster is controlling the blizzard. We hear this much later. A monster is controlling the blizzard, which means that blizzard probably has more of an effect on people than it would just as a normal blizzard. But yeah, such an inviting place, but being cut off by this blizzard and making it way more harsh and way more dangerous. But it's still, as a player, so fun to explore, whether it be like, even when we got knocked off the bridge in that terrifying moment, I love the cold blue cavern we were going through, the visual of like the trains that we have to travel to, using the trains as a platforming section, and then meeting this new technological like companion who like is helping us do a new mechanic of like creating ice and creating different resources or different things like I don't think this is a bad way to describe it. I don't know what you call it, like, because like you can't really like you compare like an ice cube to a fire pit. It's like creating like different things, right? It's like this new creation mechanic that allows us to interact with the world in a different way, whether it be melting ice, lifting up a gate, climbing on top of stuff. What a great way to introduce this. And not only that, but like we learned about something that I feel like is setting up something for the entire, probably the region, right? And if it's not this region, it maybe will be like something later, but like the idea of building towards tomorrow and getting to tomorrow. Like, and it sounded like at first it was like maybe more spiritual, but then it was clearly like became a thing that was more literal, right? Not literal, but like it's something that is in his programming, the idea of tomorrow. And to me, it sounds like surviving tomorrow, especially when he mentioned like an arc. If you're mentioning an arc, that means like you have to find a way to survive to tomorrow. You have to find a way to survive that this world or something that's happening in the world. And an arc is to bring everyone to safety. And that means that to me, it screams the idea that something in this world at some point, whether it be in the past, whether it be now, was it something to do with the cataclysm? Was it something to do with something that's going to happen in the future? Because we've had prophecies before of doom and gloom before. Could it be something in the future? Could it be something in the past? Because then his programming is very old, this little machine, to the point that like, you know, he doesn't even know who the Fidui Harbingers are. And he also like doesn't know the full updates on like the train stations and all this stuff too. So he hasn't been, it sounds like he was around a long time ago, but it sets up a total change in tone for this world as well. The blue UI, the kind of powdery blue UI, the voice that's now in her ear talking to us. It has a new companion that's traveling with us. As I said, the new mechanics, and then also the idea of what tomorrow is. The idea of getting to tomorrow and the arc, and all these things in between. There is like a setting up of like something more serious down the line, but they let us just sit with it for a bit, not letting us like be too scared of it right now. But there is like something to keep in the back of your mind. Right? Great introduction to this, great visual introduction in terms of like the space we were in. The new mechanics are, I think, going to be really fun. I hope they utilize them even more, and every update they bring a new type of like things we can create, like a Healy shoe where we can travel like with Heelys. That's a joke, but you know what I mean. But like, you know, I think they should like add things all the time, like, you know, like the way we were to lift up a doorway, and then this we're also like able to like have a portable fire, that stuff too. What if we could like create like a grappling hook or a rope or like a ladder? If we were to create a ladder or something out of ice, you know, stuff like that'd be really interesting. Like it help us like travel some places and like create new openings to some places too. I think it'd be a really interesting idea and create so many different possibilities. But it was and we also learned about the resources of this world, like how they use the stuff with the Kresnik stuff and stuff like that too. But the resources of the world have become limited because of what's happening with Project Stuza. The moment in the cabin when we meet Paimon again, it is so emotional. What's happening with Paimon is such like an emotional thing because I don't like seeing her down in the dumps whatsoever. But we have like one of the most like serious introductions ever, guys. One of the biggest introductions ever, and that is the introduction of the Jester. I feel like this is kind of in some ways a powerful way to rip off the Band-Aid. You know, we knew at some point we were meeting the Jester in Snezhnaya, right? We knew at some points we might meet Mr. Pringle. We might meet the Tsaritsa. Well, we're going to meet the Tsaritsa. They're setting up the idea of meeting the Tsaritsa, but like, you know, we knew at some point it was going to happen. I think ripping off the Band-Aid for the Jester is such a cool idea because now we have a interaction with him. We don't know the full story behind him, but we have talked to him, and we know like there's maybe like some motivations there, but we have an idea of like maybe some aspects of his character while still getting to see his design, see him right up close. It gives us an excitement very early on in the story, while still making us want to see more about him as well. And in this moment, I love that Paimon and the Traveler both said it. They didn't feel threatening. I didn't feel threatened by him. I didn't feel like he was going to like hurt us. I didn't feel like he was going to do anything crazy. But there was a powerful presence to him. The way they presented this character with the deep voice and the surety that he spoke about spoke to us as well. The very kind of like serious tone he had about himself, while also still having such a like a strong, powerful personality. And we learn later that like, you know, with Paimon as well, he was kind of like gentle with her while also still kind of like not wanting to how do I say it, exceed her energy in some ways. But he met Paimon as well in the snow, and he said to her, like, you should, like, or at least alluded to her that, like, you should know who I am. That to me is so interesting. The idea of you should know who I am. Because the way they framed it, right, sometimes, like I said, like, as I said, it's a very normal thing for people to know who Paimon is. Because while some people don't, some people hear the Traveler and their white companion, the white fairy companion, they talk about it all the time. It is very different for someone to go up to Paimon and say, you should know who I am. Paimon in particular. I think it's very normal for a character to walk up to Traveler and be like, don't you know who I am? But to walk up to Paimon and be like, to talk to them as if they should know them. That's a big deal. That's a big, big deal. Because that shows there is like a knowledge of the Jester of Paimon, but also more importantly, that he expects the Paimon to know him. We talk about all the time how, like, you know, Paimon is like some character that we don't know fully her backstory. We don't know fully who she is. It's kind of been almost confirmed that she might not be Asmodee because of like the way that Asmodee was watching us in one of the previous events. Again, it's not confirmed. I want to make that clear because, again, you never know what Genshin could do. But like, we don't know what Paimon really is. And again, adding to this nature too, that in Snezhnaya, we have a character who is this high-ranking Fatui official, the leader of the Fatui Harbingers. This powerful character met Paimon in the snow and was not only like kind of like gentle with her, but also had a knowledgeable nature of her and felt like it was almost like, okay, we should know each other. That's weird. It's interesting though. It's like so like, okay, what's happening here? But we worry for Paimon, and poor Paimon is sick. She's not doing very well. And it's so sad to see her like this. And she's trying her best and she's trying her hardest, but she's such a sweetheart. She's such an amazing character. She's trying her best for us. But yeah, I'm glad that the Jester, we owe the Jester something, and I do. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of those things where, like, I'm not, obviously, like, if he's doing something bad, I'm not going to be like, okay, let's, like, you know, ignore it. But it's one of those things where, like, I want to, if he asked me a favor that's within, like, moral means, I would be like, yes, let's go for it, right? You know, but not because I'm, like, you know, lapdog of the Fatui Harbingers. I love a lot of Fatui Harbingers, but it's more just because you helped Paimon out. You saved Paimon's life. What you need. Right? And again, within moral means, I'm not saying if he says, like, please go kill, you know, Gerald here, you know? And I would be like, you know, no. You know, let's not do that. But it's like one of those things, if he said, like, hey, I need you to obtain something for me. Now, the only thing is, like, someone might say, and it's very true to say as well, if someone came back to me and said, well, Calvin, like, because of Project Stuza, you don't know how moral it is, how good that is, how, like, you know, what that is entirely. So anything he asks you could be to benefit Project Stuza, which, again, you don't know if that's a morally good thing or something, you know? Like, so it's one of the things where it would be hard to navigate, but I do think we owe him in some ways, in my view. And someone might say as well, saving someone's life, shouldn't that be just second nature? Yes, I agree. But also, I think also, I want to live in a world where people do good deeds and they are acknowledged for the good deeds, if that makes sense. But yeah, really powerful introduction for the Jester. Really great stuff how they made him a character that, like, has such a strong presence but didn't feel terrifying or didn't feel like he was trying to hurt us in any way. He still has such a presence to him that we want to see again, and, like, had such a, like, you know, an overwhelming feeling to him, but not terrifying. And I think it's a really great way of, like, putting it as well. And I'm not saying I put it that way. I'm saying that, like that sounds like I'm being like, oh, I put it in such a amazing way. Paimon and the Traveler both said I didn't feel like a threatening in nature to him, right? And I love the game kind of expressed that, honestly. The stuff with the trains is awesome. The stuff with the new village we've gone to, I don't know the actual name of the village or how to pronounce it, but, like, I love those things in any new region, is the cultural changes. So when we went to Nod Karai, one of the coolest things about Nod Karai was the black market and the mechanical nature of it, how everyone's working, like, you know, like self-governing to create these, like, very technological, like, strapped together stuff. It was a town that was built together with scrap metal. And so it's really cool as well to have, like, a world like this that is very much it's covered in snow, of course. It's struggling to survive, but we have stuff like the trains and stuff you can see. We have stuff like the bears that is very germane to this world. We have, you know, music that is very melodic and somber and has an Eastern European vibe in some cases. I know that's such a wide blanket. I want to make that clear. If you think I'm being, like, offensive by saying that, please let me know. And I don't want to offend anyone, but I just mean, like, I don't know enough about, like, Eastern European traditions because there's so many different countries in Eastern Europe. I want to make that clear. That would be like saying, like, you know, this is such an American cultural thing, and it's like, well, there are cultural things about America that are all very similar, but, like, you can't compare the cultures of Texas to LA. You can't compare the cultures of New York to Arizona. It's not the same thing, right? It's just not. So I think that, the wide net of like, this is very Eastern European, it might be a bit offensive, and I apologize if that's the case. It's just I'm trying to get a vibe, and I don't want to say a specific country because I don't know enough about that stuff as well. But like, let me know 110% how you guys feel about that. I don't want to just paint the brush with paint with one brush. I don't think it's very fair. But what I was just saying, like, the music has like a very like waltzy vibe, very ballroom type of feel, but it's very somber and emotional, very sparkly, very Winter Wonderland at times too. Very beautiful, has good, amazing, gorgeous vocals too. Like, there's so many things about this place that feels very like, this is this world, Snezhnaya. And you have that as well with like, the little village we went to, covered in snow. People are like shivering. And it's also like very like sad because there is like an element of poverty and struggling to survive. There's people who are on their last legs. And they did it in such a fantastic way, by the way, very cinematic way, by having our characters walk into the world and be like, is there a place I can stay? And they're kind of like, buddy, I can't even like find a place for myself, and you're asking me for a place to stay. You feel almost like bad for questioning it. You know what I mean? And are like asking in the first place. Sorry, the Xbox has a timer there as well. And understandably so, you would feel bad because it's like these people are going through such a horrible struggle. They're going through such a horrible time. But again, the way they expressed that without us even telling us is having people be like, buddy, I can't even heat my own house. You want an inn? There's no one here at the inn. Who's going to come here and visit? They told us that nobody visits. They told us that they can't even heat their own houses before we even got to the actual story beats of why that is. Great writing. Great environmental writing as well. And we saw people shivering and suffering there as well. And then when we met Lyosha right now as well. He was able to tell us that there is a resource deficit here where people cannot heat their own homes and barely heat their own homes. And there is an element here as well where there's an element here as well where like the Project Chuza is taking a lot of the resources. People are talking about the vision of the Tsaritsa and how people seem to believe in the vision of the Tsaritsa. People seem to believe in her. From what I've seen so far, we haven't seen, because I think we will see people who do disagree with her 110%. We will see people that maybe resent her, but they can't say it maybe in public. Who knows? But right now, all we can go on is like that when they mentioned Tsaritsa's vision, no one said, to hell with her vision or something like that as well, which you would expect sometimes from people that don't believe in it. But we could change. It could change in the future. But that is causing limited resources. But it's not just that. Obviously, already that is a strain because it's like people have to then try their best to survive the world with limited resources and not be able to heat their homes and all this stuff as well. But it's also people jacking up the prices. It's also this slime ball who were here as well who's like using the resources and hoarding them, right, as well, and then trying to tell everyone else we got to work together. And it's so easy if you have all the resources to say we got to work together, right? I talked about how like politicians will be sitting in their offices and like getting driven around the place, and they'll sit there. And you guys know this is a worldwide thing. It's not just Ireland. It's a worldwide thing. You'll have a politician be like, we have to really work together to get past this moment of strain. You have to, care about your neighbors and work together to really do this. And then you see them like, going on their third holiday that year, and you're like, yeah, buddy, thanks so much, And in a way, it's like this too. This guy being like, you all need to survive and hold hands and sing Kumbaya and get through the storm, Oh, by the way, I'm fine. I'm doing good. Hey. And someone might say, well, that's just like how the corporate world works. That's just how the world works. And yeah, just because something is the way it works doesn't mean it's nice. We can still complain about it and still talk about how bad it is. And that's the vibe I got, is like this guy being like, oh, let's try and work ourselves together. You can do it. I'm going home to have a pina colada. It's like, that's the vibe I get. And it sucks. It really does suck. But that's the game's not shying away from that. The game is showing you that there is people jacking up prices, hoarding resources. People are suffering. The game is showing you on the surface here, people are suffering. So we now have this thing where like we went into Nod Cry, and this world was a beautiful, inviting winter wonderland kind of thing when we first entered. Look at the bears, look at the snow. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And then slowly we have the blizzard taking hold. Slowly we learn about like the train stations have been kind of blocked off. We learn about a monster that's starting this blizzard. And then we learn about the poverty here. We learn about people like and their limited resources. People not able to heat their homes, cook their food. And they're the ones suffering on the ground floor while the prices are being jacked up. We learn all about this stuff. This winter wonderland that we're like, oh my god, it's so pretty, is actually very bitter. It's actually very sad. And I think that's one of those things where like something I didn't want this because I also say as well, there's like a thing where like people have this stereotype that like people who are in like Eastern European countries like that they're bitter, right? And they're like, and I always wanted to make this here because people are like, oh, people over there. And when I explain what I have to say for this as well, I know I already said before, like I don't want to paint down a brush, but I'm not. When I said I wanted this world to be kind of like a little bit bitter, it's not because I was like, people in colder climates are bitter. I didn't mean it like that. What I wanted was like, because if it is like, a colder climate, maybe having like colder people, colder like, things. And I think it's like what's happening here is that people are colder in terms of their tone, but they're colder because they're trying to survive. Alosia is warmer to us because he sees maybe like there is a way out of this too, and he has been very warm to us. And again, as an introduction to a character, again, I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong already. We'll just call him Gerald for now. But like as a character, Gerald is so warm and so helpful, but also while having this kind of serious air about him where he's seen the stuff, the struggle that people have gone through, and he's talking about the struggle people have gone through, so he's not trying to hide it. He understands the struggle people are going through, and I actually think it's a really good way they've done this by having this character who's like a central point in this village to guide us through this, the very horrible situations and conditions people are in, while also being a warm person to invite us into this world. I think sometimes you need a warmer character to invite you into this world. And it's not like people say it's a trope, but I actually love that type of trope, where it'd be like Kachina was such a warm thing for us when we went into when we first arrived in Natlan, or how Toma really helped us through Inazuma. While Inazuma was very cold and very claustrophobic and very aggressive, Toma really made us feel a little bit more welcome as we entered there as well, right? That's just kind of the way things go. I think they're very good at like having characters there at some point, not always at the start, at some point to be like, okay, let me help you navigate this place in some way. Amber is a perfect example of like, let me help you navigate Mondstadt. It's not like it's like, oh, this is like some tropey thing or whatever. It's more of a case of just like, it's good game design to have, no matter how terrifying the region is, no matter how cold it is, no matter how horrible it would be, no matter how scary it is, no matter how nice it is, having that warmer character, that nicer character who's willing to help, helps a lot with like keeping everything going. And I think they did a really good job with bringing in Alosia here as well. I really love Snezhnaya so far. Snezhnaya has been incredible. And we've only just started. We've only just started this, man. And I'm already just so excited. The visuals, the music, the new characters, the underlying social issues, the introduction of the Jester, this new technology we have and the new mechanics, the train system, the bears, the culture of this place. I can't wait to see more of it. They've done such a fantastic job with this, and I'm so excited to see more of this, guys. This will be coming out every single week until we finished all the whatever we're doing here as well. We will be doing events, we'll be doing things like that as well, and like story quests if they come by too, and that's going to be happening on Fridays and Sundays every single week. And videos will be longer or shorter. I'm going to take my time. Whatever feels right at the time is what we're going to do, but that's what's going to be happening, guys, going forward. And I'm very, 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 very excited for this. I'm so excited for this. Yeah. And I want to say thank you for watching this series, and thank you for coming along with me for so long, guys. It's so amazing that we've been doing this for 2.5 years now, more than 2.5 years now. I think just above 2.5 years, but it's around there. And it doesn't feel like that whatsoever. It does not feel like that whatsoever. If you want to join YouTube members or Patreon guys at any tier, it will help me out so much, and it does help keep these series going, and allows me to do this for as much as I do. So I do appreciate everyone who joins those as well, or even who checks them out. If you can't, it's okay as well. Do not feel bad about it. But if you can, or if you want to, definitely check it out. Thank you so much for checking that out as well. If you want to see these videos early, you can do so on YouTube members or on Patreon for €1 or whatever is in your currency. And you get every single Snezhnaya video early, and every single video on the channel early on YouTube members and Patreon. As soon as they're ready, they get edited, they get rendered, and they get uploaded. The day I record them is the day you usually would get them as well. So you can always expect that as well. In most cases, sometimes like if a video is recorded well in advance, it might be a little bit before we upload it, but like it will be uploaded early no matter what. It will be. And if you want to see your name going in the text credits, which is going by right now, that is the Chunky Baby Gangsta tier, and that is the €10 tier. And you get your name in every single video, not just Genshin, but every single video if you go on YouTube members or Patreon for the entire month that you're pledged. And if you want to hear your name be shouted out at the end of every single video as a verbal shout out, that is the I Can Never Repay the Baby Gangsta tier on YouTube members and Patreon, the 15 € tier, the highest tier. And I want to say thank you to the patrons first at that highest tier, that being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Jana the Banana, The Ghost of Izuma, Delicious Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Assassin, True Meat Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, Heike Sperian, Leo Shourite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, Axler21, and the highest tier my YouTube members, Blasco, Lusanagi, and Zay. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye-bye.